Damn. All right. Hey, what's up, boys? We're doing week 2 breakdown right now. I actually just filmed the video, but it got deleted, so I'm going to have to do it again. Very interesting week. Very great week. We got a lot of we got a couple close games here, and a couple blowouts. Actually, mostly blowouts, to be honest. But let's get started. I'll start with the first game here. Before we start, I would like to say this is sponsored by Miller Lite, unpaid testimonial. Let's dive right in. I got my notes here. We're going to start with Root versus Luca. Uncle versus Neff. So, we got Mike getting the win, 94-79. Not a very high scoring game here. We got Mike. Mike, to break down Mike's team, he has 2 stacks, which is funny because it's the Texans and the Raiders. But whatever, it worked. It worked this week. It worked this week, Mike. Well done. You got 5 points out of Genty. You got to be nervous about Jenny at this point. Bowers, he's hurt, Tater, McMillan, okay, good job. Benched Kenneth Walker though. Bit of a homer benching, but paid off. I know you're a Steelers fan. I know I'm a Steelers fan, so I love that move. But at the same time, what are you doing? He had 18 points on your bench. He's Kenneth Walker. He's a starting running back. He's good. Don't be a fucking retard. Luca got a little shafted there with Josh Allen with the 11. Jace Brown, he's not really doing what we want him to do. But bright side, yeah, Jordan Mason with Aaron Jones going down, so he's the clear number 1. That'll be nice for you. Judkins, he looks like he's probably going to be the clear number 1 there in Cleveland after what I watched. They gave him 10 carries and for no practices, and it seems like he's going to be top dog there. Kittle, that's unfortunate for you, but at least you got rid of Geno Smith. Congrats to Mike on the Raiders stack. You got your win this week. Let's move on here to Chap Dog versus Corey Clark. Corey, unfortunate for you, my man. You did lose by 30 points. Chap Dog dominated. Great team. Chap Dog's team it's one to watch for sure. Corey, let's address your team first. You had Burrow. Unfortunate. He's probably done for the year. I feel bad for you. Maserati Marv just ain't doing it right now. He probably should step up here. He should be okay. And you lost JJ. I'm sorry, big dog. Not looking great. Not looking great. You got Wan'Dale sitting on your bench. He had 24. Can't really start Wan'Dale Robinson though. Your running backs really stepped up for you. You got some good RBs. That wide receiver room could use a little help, but to say the least, you ran into a fucking brick wall with Chap's team. Chap went fucking absolutely nuts. He's got Jaden. Jaden's gonna put up a 20 bomb every week. His running backs, ETN stepping up, which is, unexpected. I did not expect it, but he's stepping up. Neighbors, expected. Dog. You got Debo, unexpected, but hey, he's doing it, right? Zay Flowers had 11 targets against, he played the Browns, Denzel and all that, but 11 targets, Zay's looking like a good snag. Only flaw I'd probably see in the team is Omari Hampton. I don't know quite what the Chargers are doing with Omari, and it looks like they're introducing Najee. But I don't think that really matters because you got Jameson Williams sitting on your bench. And you plug him right in. And, I mean, think about that. You plug him in, you get 14 more points, and you're looking at a 150-point week, which is almost unheard of. So, great week by Chap Dog, and obvious contender in this league, and he's got Ayuk sitting there too. So it's a team to be watching out for, and it's a team that you might want to try to trade for. You guys might want to go out and try to trade with Chap Dog. He's got a lot of depth there. All right, going to our next contender that I got two contenders I really love. It's Chap Dog, and it's Greg Clark, and we're going to Greg Clark and Gavin right now. Greg Clark, he's got two Packers there. Love Jacobs. He's got Kyron. He had Amaron. That's a little through Tutty week. It's probably a little fluky, but hey, he did it, and that's why you draft him, because it's going to happen. You got Sutton. Greg Clark still scored 127 points, and Sutton had 1. He's going to get more than that week to week. I mean, that's a team to be reckoned with. He's got Shaheed on the bench. Aaron Jones, maybe a drop candidate, but to be said. Anyways, let's go to Gavin's team. Gavin's team I really, really, really liked at the beginning of the year. I'm starting to sour on it. I'm sorry, Gavin. I don't know what Drake London's doing. You're getting really shafted with Drake London, Devontae Smith, and also very, very poor decision is Rome Odunze sitting on your bench with 24 points. Oh, 24, I'm sorry, 28 points. Not really sure what you're doing benching Rome there for Travion and Bill. Yeah. Questionable decision, but nonetheless wouldn't have mattered. You ran into a fucking brick wall again. Greg Clark. Always going to be solid. Always going to have solid weeks. Another contender in my eyes. Let's move on to the next matchup. This one's going to be hard to talk about, man. Because we have two teams that I consider playoff contenders, and this is probably the best matchup of the week. We got Miles Miller versus Matt Krall. So Miles, I know I dogged Miles for starting Bo Nix last week, and he starts Herbert, and all of a sudden, Bo Nix decides he's him. No, not him, but he outscored Herbert, but doesn't matter. Because he's got Achane, he's got Taylor, he's got Chase. His big dog stepped up. When the big dogs step up in a way that they did, you're going to fucking win the week. And Miles scores 133 and beats Matt Krall, who scored 117. Now, Krall's team, really good team. Still a good team. He's, his team, he's got A.J. Brown. He's got Justin Jefferson, and they're just not doing it yet. Yet is the key word. Those are two elite receivers. They're going to come around. I really like his team. There's one obvious flaw in his team, and that is Mark Andrews. Obviously, it's the tight end position. He's obviously going to have to address that. But still, I like Matt's team. But Miles, I mean, you had a great fucking week. I mean, you got George Pickens. I don't like how he only had 68 yards, but needless to say, he still came through. I mean, you got Evan Ingram. He didn't produce yet. I like Evan Ingram a lot. You got Juwan Jennings on the bench, and you don't even need to start him. Maybe for Pacheco. Pacheco, that's the only thing. When I look at your team, I don't know about Pacheco. Pacheco is a wild card because he has not performed, and Kareem Hunt's looking a little better. So maybe something to look at. Let's go to the next matchup then. And congrats, Miles, on that win. That was a really good win for you. We'll go to Cameron versus Josh. It's the last matchup of the week. I mean, I hate to say it, guys. Oh, wait. Before I get into this matchup, this is brought to you by Miller Lite. Unpaid testimonial. So let's hop right into Cameron versus Josh Corey. Josh Corey. Auto draft. 2-0. Cameron was one of my playoff teams. This game was 101 to 106. Cameron, Brees didn't do it for you. Jets struggled in that game mightily. Sorry. At least you got a nice little game on a Tyreek there. Tony Pollard's not going to do it for you. Michael Pittman probably not going to do it for you. You do have Najee Harris. It looks like his workload's ramping up a little bit. Not really. You got Johnson there at tight end. I like your team. I do. But unfortunately, I think you're going to be out of my playoff rankings as of now. It's just not really doing it for me with Tony Pollard there and Michael Pittman sitting down there. We look at Josh Corey's team. He got 2 points from Derrick Henry, and he still beat your ass, Cam. So it's time to take note of Josh's team. It's time to take note of Josh's team, okay? Another thing, Josh is running the tight end stack, which is great. This is great for the league. This just lets you guys, put you guys on notice that Josh is a really good fantasy manager. He's 2-0, auto-drafted, and running a double tight end stack. I mean, this is great. 2 points from Derrick Henry. I mean, you're not. That's his floor. Congrats. Well done, Josh. Cameron, I expect a little bit better out of you, big dog. I like your team. I do like your team, but you're running down the rankings for me. Let's head up to the waivers. Let me get to the waivers real quick. So we'll go with the first waiver claim. Probably so for the waivers this week, it's another week where I don't know. I don't think there's any league winners out there for the waivers again. You know, it's a pretty weak waiver class so far, which I think is good for the league. So that being said, we'll start with the first waiver. We got Troy Franklin going to Matt Krall. He drops Keaton Mitchell. There's 2 people bidding on that. That was Matt and Miles. Matt 0-2. One of the 2 teams that's 0-2 and the first waiver wire pick. So he got Troy Franklin. Like I said, I don't think he's a league winner, but it's a solid pickup nonetheless. Corey Clark, he's going to go ahead and address that QB situation. Corey Clark's going to go ahead and pick up Jared Goff, and he'll drop Jaleel McLaughlin. So, great pickup. Jared Goff obviously had a fucking baller week. It's a good pickup. Miles drops Dalton Kincaid and picks up Jeremy McNichols. Very questionable drop of Dalton Kincaid, but Dalton Kincaid is there. So that is going to be on everyone's mind. Mike Rupert picking up Woody Marks. Great pickup by Mike. I think he's very underrated. You don't know what's going to happen with Joe Mixon. Nick Chubb hasn't really been performing. He had a 25-yard touchdown, but still, I think Woody Marks is a very savvy pickup there. And one of the most underrated pickups, even though I know he has Josh Allen, is Luka picking up Dan Jones, dropping Geno Smith. Luka having Daniel Jones and Josh Allen. I think Luka has some trade bait now, that someone who needs a quarterback. I think Daniel Jones is a great pickup, and I think you could trade him for something valuable to your roster. So well done there. And then 9 hours ago, so that would be around 11-ish, Miles picked up Chig Okonkwo. So that's tight end for Tennessee. Drops Tyler Lockett. Great drop. Tyler Lockett sucks. And decent pickup. Like I said, I think the best roster move was probably Luka's with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has proven himself the last 2 weeks. 20-plus points. Some people could use a quarterback, a.k.a. Corey, Mike, etc. I don't know who else. I forget. But that being said, I will go ahead and give you my playoff rankings, and I'll let you guys go. I know this is a longer video. They're probably going to be around this time frame because of there's a lot more going on in the league. More information we get in the upcoming weeks, more I'll have to talk about them. So my playoff contenders, as stands, no particular order: Gregory, Kyle, Miles, Matthew. And on my bubble is Cameron. So, Greg, Chap, Miles, Matt are my current playoff guys that I think are going to make the playoffs. And in the bubble, I got Cameron. Great week, boys. I really look forward to week 3. I think I saw a couple good matchups. I saw there's a little shit talk going on. So, I look forward to week 3, and I look forward to seeing what you guys produce here. Good luck.